everyone, it's Michaela. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys my very favorite piece of home workout equipment, which is my Bootysprout that I have right here, as well as showing you guys a full workout that you can do on or around this piece of equipment. I have 6 different exercises that I tend to use as staples in my leg day, and I can tell you guys, I feel like I've seen a ton of progress in my body just using this piece of equipment right here. I am someone that does not have a gym membership. I do not go to the gym at all. I just have gym anxiety. That is my only reason for doing it. I do not like to be around a ton of people, so working out from home is definitely something that I love to do. I have a ton of different pieces of equipment, but I would say by far this right here is the one that I use the most. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hop into this video. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a workout you can do on this equipment really quick, and then after I show you guys that workout, I'll go ahead and give you guys a review of it, tell you guys my pros and cons of this piece of equipment in case this is something that you might be interested in too. just go ahead and take some time to tell you guys my pros and cons of this piece of workout equipment. I believe the Bootysprout cost around $165. I purchased this myself, I believe, last year, and I can say that I feel like I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of this. I think the best part about this is how portable it is. I believe if you guys saw in the little workouts I just posted or showed you guys earlier in this video, this was unfolded out before, but if you're like me and you live in an apartment, don't have a ton of space, this does fold up so that it can take up a little bit less space. But when we're ready to use it, there is a knob on the side, so you just pull that out and unfold this like this. So yeah, in under 10 seconds, you can have this whole thing unfolded and ready to go. This does come with 3 resistance bands attached to it to begin with. So I believe strapped into this right now, I have a 45-pound and a 70-pound resistance band. Bootysprouts do come with 3 of the 45-pound resistance bands, but if you're like me, you might need something a little bit heavier, so they do also sell the 70-pound resistance band. So that is something that I did go ahead and buy myself an extra of, and I would definitely recommend that. With the 3 weights that it does come with, or the 3 resistance bands I should say, I believe you can get up to 115 pounds. So if you're a beginner, 115 pounds is a lot. So if you're not used to working out, you could probably actually be fine just starting there. But if you're someone who does lift a little bit heavier like I do, getting those heavier resistance bands like the 70-pound one will definitely allow you to put a little bit more of a load on yourself. So to use your Bootysprout, you just sit here like I am right here. It also comes with this little sleeve right here that you can put over the bands. So you slip these inside, and having this right here just makes it so that the bands aren't rubbing on your waist. So you pull this over, there are little clips on the side that you snap the bands into, like that. You can adjust the sleeve so that it is straight on your stomach. You put your arms around the back of it, put your feet, I like to put my heels kind of at the front of the board. Ooh, I am sliding. So typically I do actually wear shoes with these, I just am barefoot right now. You definitely can wear shoes, that would just make it so that your feet are sitting up a little bit higher than mine are right now. But you really just pull your arms to the back, and then you can thrust up like this. So you can do a traditional hip thrust, you can do thrust pulses, and then you could also do a hold, which is what I showed you guys earlier. In addition to that, you can also do B-stance hip thrust, which is where you have one foot kind of in front of the other, and then thrust up like that. And the benefit of that is just putting a little bit more stress on the leg that is behind you, that is taking a little bit more of a weight load. So you would do that, make sure to do it on both sides so that you're even. And then in addition to that, you can also do single leg hip thrusts on this, which is what I love to do. I will say I am someone that tends to do a lot of single leg exercises just because I feel like with single leg exercises, because I don't have access to the heaviest weights, that allows me to see more progress in my body without necessarily having to be in a gym or having to rely on 200 plus pounds, which I don't have, probably will not ever have. So yeah, definitely recommend this. So I will say that my one con with this piece of equipment is the time under tension that you're going to get with this as opposed to if you're doing traditional hip thrusts with the barbell. So what time under tension means, and I can give you guys a little bit of an example. So if I were to be doing hip thrusts with traditional weight, which we can just use this little guy right here for now just so I can show you guys an example. With a traditional weighted hip thrust, your body is going to be under tension at all points of the hip thrust just because you have the weight on top. So going down, you still have that weight, and then coming up, you're still going to be having resistance coming up with that weight. With the Bootysprout, the difference is that you don't have that resistance going down, you only have resistance coming up. So when I have those bands on my stomach, when I go down, there's no resistance for me, but when I'm coming up, there is a ton of resistance, however much that I put on this Bootysprout. So again, that is my only con that I can think of for this piece of equipment. I seriously love this, and I would absolutely recommend anyone to try this out if you're someone that works out from home, wants to be able to see some booty gains but doesn't have the access to the most heavy equipment, you can get so much use out of this. There's so much you can do with it, as I showed you guys in little workout clips earlier. So alright you guys, so I definitely recommend this Bootysprout right here overall. I mentioned that one con I had for it, which was just the time under tension that you'll get with this versus if you're doing traditional hip thrusts with a regular barbell. That just should not be too much of a huge issue if you're someone who is newer to working out or not used to lifting heavier weights. I absolutely think that you can get a ton out of this piece of equipment with the 115 pounds that this does come with. So yeah, overall, 100% would recommend checking this out. If you want to get some booty gains too, this is definitely the piece of equipment for you. But I just wanted to thank you guys so much for staying tuned throughout this whole video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, you guys can connect with me on Instagram at MichaelaRob and at michaelarob.fit. Bye guys!